Guys, we're back to talk about Nintendo's worst fan base. So, over the years, Nintendo has fostered a lot of great communities. Okay, the Zelda fandom, it's probably mostly like one or two people reposting how they don't like Tears of the Kingdom. But there was one fandom I think genuinely has the SIT award for the worst fandom and most ungrateful fandom of any fan base. That's the Star Fox fandom. So if you do not know, Star Fox is a rail shooter game franchise made by Nintendo, and Nintendo doesn't know what to do with the series because the fan base is basically the worst fan base ever. They cannot be happy about a single thing. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Star Fox 64, the game that ruined it all. I'm not saying Star Fox 64 is a bad game, but that's basically the game we're gonna keep going back to. Okay, but let's read this. Oh, the effort they not made a proper follow-up to this yet. Making a good rail shooter shouldn't be that difficult for a multi-billion-dollar company. Oh yeah, trying new things is, something that Star Fox fans cannot accept. So, Star Fox Adventures, which is basically, I'm surprised they didn't make Dinosaur Planet a Zelda game. I think a Zelda game will fit more, but I think they want to put Star Fox characters because the animals in Dinosaur Planet were all anthropomorphic animals. So it's very well, and Nintendo thought, hey, I don't want all your development time to be lost in this game. So let's make it a Star Fox game, and this will be like the last rail game in Nintendo. And I don't really hate Star Fox Adventures, but I just don't think it deserves the hate it got. I remember playing it when I was a child, and I thought it was an okay game. I didn't really care for it all too much, but the fact that people hate the game because it isn't Star Fox 64 too, is just ridiculous. And also about the hate of Star Fox Assault. Yeah, Star Fox Assault, which I've heard from people who actually played the game, isn't a bad game, and actually is a quite decent game and entry in the franchise. Well, guess what? These people really hate the game because there was on-foot sections in the game. Yes, that's what they're upset over. And then, of course, you have Star Fox Command, Star Fox Zero. Well, the reason why those games suck is because they actually are trash games. But I do think Nintendo and the best Star Fox game since Star Fox Command, no, not Star Fox Command, Assault, wrong game, sorry. It was Starlink Battle for Alice, because in the Nintendo version, you could actually get Star Fox characters in a DLC, or if you had to get I think you had to get you had to get the Star Fox edition or something, and he actually had actual Star Fox missions in that game, and I think that game sold pretty well, and a lot of rumors saying that Nintendo was bringing back Star Fox soon, but the problem is, the Star Fox fandom may not be happy regardless of what Nintendo puts out, because it isn't Star Fox 64 2 or Star Fox 64 HD. I think Star Fox fans need to realize Nintendo likes to innovate with the IPs. It's not the Star Fox. Mario, they all constantly change Mario all the time, because Mario is a very flexible IP. If Kirby had the same fandom as Star Fox, well, Kirby wouldn't get past the fucking Super Star Ultra, because they would complain that there's too many games in that game. Or they'll complain about Kirby 64's, double ability mechanic, which is the most beloved thing about Kirby 64. Or they'll whine about the 4-player mechanic in Kirby Amazing Mirror. Or they'll complain about the 3D Kirby games because they ruined Kirby. Yeah, those types of people. That's what the Star Fox fandom basically is. But yeah. But the thing is, most people, Kirby fandom actually, I think, is still one of the better Nintendo fandoms. I think in the better Nintendo fandoms, I think you have the Pikmin fandom. I don't really think there's any egregious members of the Pikmin fandom. The Kirby fandom, I don't, well, there was not really many bad people in the Kirby fandom. The Mario fandom, for the most part, is pretty fine. The thing is, Mario is a very broad IP, and there are some pretty bad Mario fans. But Mario as a broad, and I think Zelda fandom outside of the 4chan community is mostly fine as well. I think that's just the Paper Mario fandom, which I'm counting as a separate fandom. And also the Star Fox fandom, it's mostly because of nostalgia. They really are this petty because they haven't had a Star Fox 64 remake or Star Fox 64 2. I think it's time for to move on and just accept that Nintendo wants to have, new ideas for Star Fox and innovate the franchise in new ways. Okay, imagine that the Metroid fandom was like this, and they got upset over Metroid Prime because it wasn't a 2D platformer. It's just ridiculous at this point as well. But even like the Metroid fandom, they are still pretty chill. They just only got mistreated in the 2010s. which I do feel for them. They got mistreated, with Order M and Federation Force. And yep, that's what this video here. Goodbye.